Hello, hi Gomathi. How are you? And
Hi,
today,
hi, I'm good.
okay, yeah, thank you. And hello everyone. Thanks for connecting us in the live broadcast. And today, again, welcome to our Tamil Nadu Dynamics 65. Sorry about that. Yeah, welcome to our Tamil Nadu Dynamics 65 and Power Platform user group. The first meetup for the year, which is going to be our February edition, and it's going to be English one. And we have Dr. Gomathi, who's MCT and also Microsoft MVP, with us as a speaker. And first of all, congratulations, Gomathi, for getting the MVP award recently. And the topic that she's going to be present with us is on the Power BI. So it's going to be getting into details of popular custom visuals for the Power BI data representation. And without further ado, I'll be passing it to Gomathi, and Gomathi, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiva. So, hi everyone, I'm Dr. Gomathi. So, as he introduced, I have become a recent MVP, and I'm a MCT for past. I've been MCT since 2021. So, I have nearly 12 years of experience in training and teaching. I'm heading learning and development team in Atna Technology. So, this is my overall introduction. So, today's topic is about delving into most popular custom visuals for Power BI data presentation. So, let us first understand. If anyone is new to Power BI, so I wanted to just give you a short introduction about what is Power BI. Don't worry, I will not go in detail about all these concepts, and we will also see like why do we need Power BI custom visuals. Okay, so and then I'll show you what are the important custom visuals which you can use it in your project or dashboard while creating a dashboard or a report. So Power BI is basically a business analytics service which delivers insight for analyzing the data. So it is like visualization too. Okay, so normally if you wanted to present something, you will be using a PowerPoint, right, in order to show something in a chart format or a graphical appealing format. You'll be using PowerPoint, but what is the speciality in Power BI is what you will be using a data. Okay, there is a lot of data coming into your business which is generated through your it might be your source, or you wanted to just get the data from external sources and do some analysis over that. Okay, so for that, Power BI is an excellent tool if you wanted to get some insights from the data. Okay, and if you wanted to give some intelligence to your business, or if you want to take some decisions for your business, you'll be using Power BI. Okay, so so nowadays data is there, right? Whatever we want to reside, we need a data. So that data you can just create a visualization, like a pie chart, line chart, everything. Okay, you will be creating all these visualizations and finding the insights for your business. Okay, so in Power BI, so I can show you that what is there in the Power BI. So this is how our exact Power BI looks like. Okay, you can see that Power BI screen. Power BI screen.
Gomathi, yes, we can see the Power BI
So
screen.
here you can see that. Yeah,
Sorry, we can see the Power BI
yeah.
screen. I think there is some lag in
Okay,
the session once you started presenting it. I'm not sure that it will be helpful if
okay.
you turn off the video, maybe.
Yes, yes, sure, sure, sure.
Thank you.
Yes, now is this fine?
Now it's much better. There is no lag. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, thank you. So you can see here, this is what the Power BI, how Power BI environment looks like. So on the right side, you can see most popular visuals. Okay, so this is your stacked bar chart. So you have all the types of basic charts. Okay, like a donut chart, graph, everything. But what is the thing which you want? If you wanted to give some other advanced level of visualization to your report, then this basic charts will not work. Okay, this is the default chart which are given to us by Microsoft itself. But if I want some additional charts, okay, for my visuals, then I have to use a custom visual. Okay, so this is where you can find all the charts. Okay, these are all the default chart. So if you wanted additional chart, then how you can go, you have to use custom visual. Okay, custom in the sense which is designed for a specific purpose, so that we will see what is a custom visual. So this is an additional and customized data visualization. If you want some other, for example, here you have a card, but if you want a animated card, okay, you want to animate your cards in the sense, then you have to go with the custom visualization. Build like beyond the built-in ones is what which I show you now. Okay, like which I showed you, this is all the built-in one. Other than that, if you wanted to go with some like extraordinary images, then extraordinary visuals, then you have to go with the custom visual. Okay, and the custom visuals are basically designed either by Power BI community, okay, or by the third party companies. It might be the third party companies who will be giving us like external visualizations. Okay, and we can import that into the desktop. So we are going to import that into a desktop, so I'm going to show you how it use. Okay, so finally, like custom visuals helps us to better display and analyze our data and to create unique meaningful insights. Fine, so the first custom visual which we are going to see today is what? Comic gen. Okay, so comic gen in the sense, if you want to add a comic like character into your visualization. Okay, you can see here that, see, if the sales is properly rising up, then the comic will react smiling or exciting face. If the sale is not proper, okay, the sale is going down, then the comic will react as a sad face. Okay, so that is what the exciting feature of a comic gen. So I'm going to show you how this comic gen will work. If you wanted to access the custom visual, then you have to click this three dots. Okay, so let us just go ahead and click this dot. So if you click this, you can see get more visuals. You have the options to click get more visuals. Click get more visuals, it will load all the possible and available visuals for your Power BI. Okay, so here you can see a lot of Power BI custom visuals which are available to you. So this is all visuals. You have three top tabs over here: all visuals, organizational visuals, and app source visuals. You have three dots. Okay, so you can simply go ahead and explore. This is all visual. If you go and click organizational visual, if you have your own, that is an visual which is created in your organization. Okay, so that will be available. So this is an app source visuals from the extra app source, like how we have for Android we have a Play Store, right? Likewise for Power BI, if you wanted to get it through app source, then this is for app source visual. So if you click on this filter option, you can see various that is various type of charts, like change over time. If you wanted to show up the change over time, then you can select here. It will show what are all the possible custom visuals which are available to us for change over time. Okay, and if you go to the comparison, you can see all the possible comparison based visuals. Likewise, you have all the types. Okay, so all these types of basic visuals you can even see in the Power BI. Okay, so in our Power BI itself, you can see all these things, but these are the custom visuals. Okay, so now if you know the custom visual name, then you can directly go and search it here. Just simply type comic gen, then you can see a visual available here. If you click on that particular visual, it will load. Okay, you can see the complete information about that particular visual. So here you can see this is the name of a visual and who created this. Okay, this is a third party, from a third party, Graminer. And this is what is the rating, like how many have used it and what is the rating for that. And if you see the left side, you can see the complete information about the app. Okay, that is a custom visual. Okay, so what is the information, what is the pricing, whether it has any license. Few custom visuals have basic and pro licenses. Okay, so basic in the sense we can try and see whether it is working good, and if you wanted to use with the advanced features of that, then you have to buy it. Okay, in that case it will be showing like license, okay, or licensed, or a pro version, or what is the fee for that. Okay, and what is the product, for what, which products you can use. Okay, this is used for Power BI visuals. If I hope like in Power Platform, I hope you all know, anyhow I'm just telling, in Power Platform we have Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Visual Agent. So if this particular visual can be used in any other technology, then they will be mentioning it here. Okay, so Comic Gen is basically available only for Power BI. So other than this, you can see all the information, who is the publisher, okay, and when it is last updated, what is the version, everything. Okay, and if you just scroll down, you can see, like if you just scroll down, you can see where any other resources available here, but according to this particular visual they haven't added anything. Okay, so we are going to try this. Simply click here, add. Okay, if you click add, you can see that the Comic Gen will be available under this particular area. So once it is imported, once it is added, you will get a message. Okay, it will show you a message. Yes, so it is showing a message called import successful. The visual was successfully imported into this report. Okay, and you can see that all the custom visuals will be available here initially. Okay, okay, so now you have a Comic Gen visual. Now we are going to try how it will work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, what I'm not going to show you a big built-in dashboard, because this in this complete session I wanted to show at least 4 to 5 custom visuals. Okay, so I'm going to use only the basic type of visualization here. So I'm going to use a card. Okay, I have created a card here, and I'm using a financial dashboard, like sorry, I'm using a financial data. From this I'm going to drag and drop the sales field here in the card. Okay, so you can see that the sales field will be available here in the card. Okay, and I'm going to add the slicer. I will be, I'm sorry, so I'll be using a slicer here. Okay, so in the slicer I will be using the product. Yes, so in the field, slicer field, I'll be using the product, and I can also use another slicer. So how much you want, you can just create another slicer. Okay, so we can use this slicer. If you want more thing to be filtered, so then I'm just dragging and dropping the date here. Okay, now I'm going to use the Comic Gen. Okay, here you have a Comic Gen. Just simply click on this Comic Gen. Okay, you can see that visual is coming up here, welcome to Comic Gen. Okay, so now we have to write a measure for this Comic Gen, because it has to either it has to show a happy face or it has to show a sad face. But based on what, some condition should be there, no? For example, if sum of sales is greater than 5 million for this particular product, then it should be happy. Okay, so in order to use that particular condition, I have to create a measure. Okay, so I'm creating a measure here. You can create a measure uh, from here, new measure, click a new measure, and I'm going to name the new measure with the name called sales emotion. Okay, so I'm going to write a simple calculation. If sum of sales, okay, because I have used the sales here, if sum of sales is greater than 5 million, okay, okay, if sum of sales is greater than 5 million, then it should show a happy face. Okay, or else it should show a sad face. Okay, I'm just writing a very simple condition over here. I'll tell you like where I'm getting this happy and where I'm getting this sad, and what are the other emotions which you can show here. Okay, so it's a simple, this happy and sad is a common emotion, so I'm just directly using it. Okay, now my new measure sales emotion is created here. Okay, my new measure is created here. I'm going to drag and drop this sales emotion to the emotion data. Okay, just drag and drop it to the emotion data. Now you can see here that something is, some comic has come, is here, right? Okay, and this is what the emotion data, and if you want to show the post data then it is fine, but as of now we are just going to use the emotion data here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, what if you click on this particular format visuals, you can see the comic settings. Okay, click here, comic settings. So in the comic you can have, you can see various options. Okay, so this is by default, it will be they. Okay, if you wanted to make it as Ava or Bean, okay, or what comic you wanted to show up. Okay, Priya or Ringo, fine. So which comic you want, you can select it. Okay, and pose, what pose you want, whether it is a data driven pose, based on the data it has to go ahead, or it should point to something else, it should show like yoo-hoo. Okay, so this is the various pose which are available here. Okay, so if you want to just go ahead with the data driven, then simply select data driven. Okay, what is the emotion? This is what the emotion which I have yeah, so these are all the emotion: laugh, sad, angry, worried, surprised, wink. Okay, if you click on laugh, you can see whenever I select here something, you can see the changes over here. Okay, like if I click sad, it is changing its face. If I click angry, it is changing its face. Okay, so even you have to make it as data driven. Okay, based on the data it has to work fine. And how what are the other others are other settings are very basic: mirrored image or regular. Okay, so if you wanted to show only the face, then you can make it true, it will show up only the face. Okay, all these settings are available in this particular format your visual icon. Okay, so this is the basic setting which we have done. Now we will just try. See, I'm going to select this particular product. Okay, and since it is greater than 5 million, it is not showing any changes. Okay, if I just try, if it is less than 5 million, then it will show some. See, you can see the changes, right? I'll just try to zoom it a little bit so you can see the. Okay, so whenever the sales is under 5 million, it will show the sad face. Okay, you can see here Montana is 2.56 million, so it is showing a sad face. If I click this, it is greater than 5 million, it is showing a happy face. Okay, it's less than 5 million, it is showing sad, and it is greater than 5 million, it is showing happy. Okay, so for in order to do this changes, so we have to create a separate measure. If you wanted multiple condition, okay, for example, if it is greater than 5 and less than 10, it should be happy. And other than, like, you have various options over here, you can see that what are the various options available here in emotion. Okay, laugh, sad, angry, worried. Okay, if you wanted to make it worried, if it is less than 2 million, then it should be worried. So you can write, you can just build up multiple conditions for that, in order to make this comic all these emotions into a single comic. Okay, so I'm just showing you a very easy example so that you can easily understand. You can just use if else multiple conditions in order to make multiple emotions over here. Okay, so this is comic gen, so you can use it based on your data, and even in your dashboard. This will also work in your Power BI services. If you just publish it, this will also work there. Okay, so this is a very first comic, very first visual which we have seen. So I'm just going to the next one. I think there is no doubt my audio is clear, right, Jiva?
Yes, Gomathi, everything is fine. Yeah, we
Okay,
can hear you.
okay. Thank you. So let us go to the next one. Next custom visual is what the sunburst. Okay, so sunburst is what the multi-level donut chart. Basically, what is a donut chart? Donut chart will be it's like a whole. If you wanted to express the part of a whole, then we'll be using a donut chart, right? So donut will be like this. So if you wanted to show up the monthly expenses, okay, of any particular department, then okay, so you will be creating like this is a donut, where any particular this particular area we'll be using it to specify some particular expenses or income or a profit, so whatever it may be. So what is the problem with the regular donut chart is you cannot show multi levels. Okay, so only one thing is possible if you use any donut chart. So if you go here, you can see there is a donut chart available. If you click here, you can use the values, details, tooltips and legend. So if you just drag and drop it here, you can see the values. Okay, this is the regular donut chart. Okay, I'm not showing any custom donut charts here. I just wanted to show you how a regular chart will looks like. Okay, now see, you cannot give a multi-level. Okay, even if you add multiple measures or multiple dimensions to that. Okay, I'm trying to add a multiple dimension, but what it is showing is what it is just adding only, it is just considering only the product here, but you cannot see any other thing like a segment or anything else like a country. Okay, so it is showing only product, that is sales by product. Got it? And you can see only one level of donut chart. That is, in a donut you can see only one level. But if you wanted to show the multiple levels of donut chart, okay, like this, see here you can see this is a North America, that is, it might be a sales or it might be a profit percentage, whatever. But you can see this is the first level country, and this is the second level, and this is the third level of donut chart. Okay, so if I wanted to showcase my data in a donut chart with the multiple levels, then I can go ahead with the sunburst. Okay, so let us see how a sunburst is looking like. I'm just going to import the custom visual from here. So get more visuals, and you can see, you can search it directly, sunburst. Okay, sunburst, once if you click here, as usual, I told you have to check the complete app information. Don't blindly directly use it, because if it is a Microsoft based product, if it's a Microsoft designed visual, then it is perfect. Okay, if it is from a third party, anyhow it will be perfect, but you have to see the last updated date. Okay, because it sometimes it won't work well if it is not updated properly. Okay, so this is a sunburst. You can see this is from Microsoft Corporation itself, and you have nearly 4.1 percentage of rating because it is working good. And here they have given the GitHub link as well. If you wanted to know more about this particular chart or a visual, you can select this, copy this and paste it in a browser and see more about it. Okay, and the price is free, and you can see the complete information, and last updated is what, 11/3/2022. Since it is from Microsoft, then we can directly go ahead and try. Click add. So you can see your sunburst available here. So your visual is imported successfully. Click OK, and you have the sunburst available here. Select it, just simply click it, you can see the sunburst. Okay, so what is the speciality here is what, here you can see groups. Okay, in our regular donut chart you cannot see a group, it is showing only one thing, which is a legend. Okay, and it is accepting only the first one, not, it is not accepting anything else. But in the sunburst you can see a group. Okay, let me just try to add multiple groups. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead with a country. Okay, product, fine. And anyhow I need something in the value, so based on the value it will be generated. Okay, so you can see that it is showing a multiple level. That is, you can see the country here, this is the first level, and this is the product. Okay, if you wanted to just make it in a different manner, product and country, so you can make it the first one as the product. Here you can see the product, and here you can see the country. Okay, if you want some more thing, let me see, anything else is available. Okay, segment, I'm just adding. Okay, so you can think according to your requirement. Okay, segment here. Fine. So this is a segment, product, segment, and country. Okay. Actually, we will not be creating like this. Okay, you cannot see anything properly, like the country which is in donut, everything should be properly visible, and it should show up the exact value over there. So if you just go and hover over that particular country, you can see what is the total sales. Okay. And even in the government sector, what is the total sales in the government sector, and what is based on the product, what is the total sales, everything you can see it. So this is what the multiple level. Okay, that is why this is called a sunburst. Okay, whenever you use any custom visuals or even a built-in visual, then you can simply click here and check what are the various formatting options for your visual. Okay, so if you click on the group, so you have various formatting options here in the group. How your visual color should look like. Okay, whether you need the data labels to be there, what color you wanted. Okay, everything you can decide it here. If you want a different color, then you can change it. If you want to reduce the size of the font, then you can reduce it. Okay, and if you don't want to show up the category label, then you don't want it to show up, so you can enable and disable. This is all about the tooltip, like how your tooltip should be, whether it should be in the thousands or millions or billions or trillions. If you want your own display units, then anyhow you have to write a measure for that. So this is the default options which are available in the auto, and what is the decimal places it should be. If you want to show up the legend, then you can enable this legend. Okay, so this is the visual option, and you have also the general option here. If you don't want this title, then you can simply disable the title here. If you want it, you can enable it, and you can change the title here. Okay, sales by product, segment, and everything. So if you want to make it as a heading 2 or heading 1, so all these things, this is common, this will be general, will be some more common for all the visual, then you can change that. Okay, so this is about what, this is about sunburst. Fine. So how it is looking like, it will show you multiple levels of the visual. Okay, so this is sunburst. So next we will talk about the another exciting and very useful visual called scroller. Okay, scroller is what, like a it's a card. Okay, but if you wanted to make it as a rolling thing, okay, in most of the websites you might have seen like a sales will be rolling out, or the drop in sales, drop in price. Okay, something will be rolling out, right, like an animated rolling scrolling text. Scrolling text, you might have seen that in any websites, or probably in the board. If you go somewhere in the shop, okay, on the top they'll be scrolling something, what is the recent price of a gold or silver, something like that. So that is what the scroller. So let us see how to I install the scroller. So how the scroller will look like. Okay, because since it is nearly it is like an animation, no, so it will take some time to load. So the same thing, you have to go here, get more visuals. Okay, and you can directly go and type the scroller here. Okay, you can see a scroller. So though it is already added, I just wanted to show you like what are all the thing which you wanted to see. By who, it's a third party visual. Okay, it's a third party custom visual, and what is the rating for that? It is free, you don't want to pay something for this, and you can use it. It is updated, last updated, this is what the default date. Okay, so you can see here that once if you click this scroller, you can see that the image is coming up. Okay, the visual is coming up. If you wanted to display something, okay, then you have to add something in this. So this is the dummy category, I'm just adding because I wanted to show up something. Okay, and if you go here, you can see the scroller, and in the custom text I'm going to use okay, I'm just typing something. So whatever you wanted to display, you can just type it. If you wanted to make the font size bigger, then make it bigger. And if you wanted to control the speed, the scroll speed is what 1.2, which is very slow. And if you just make it as 5, it will be very fast. Okay, I think 1 to 5, it is between 1 to 5, I think. Okay, even if you go ahead with 10, let us see what is happening with 10. Okay, 10 is very fast. Okay, 1.2, it's starting from 1.2. So text color, if you want to change the text color, here you can see how this is a simple one. Okay, if you want to do just show some messages, okay, if you don't want to scroll any measure or message, then you can use like this. Okay, the anyhow, probably if you wanted to do all this stuff, you need something, some category or some dimension over this, then only it will be enabled. Okay, so this is a custom text. If you wanted to show up the custom text, then you can use it. Okay, so the second level of thing is what, if you wanted to show up any price increase in price or decrease in price, then that is also possible here. Okay, so you can see here that this is the first one which we have used the category. So this is I can show you the data here. So you can see the category here, this is the price and this is the price change. Okay, what is the percentage of price that may change. If you have such a data, you can also use that. Okay, because if you have this price change and all, then you can show like this. Okay, like you can see here, you can see that is, if it is increased, then it will show you a triangle with green color. Okay, upside triangle. If it is decreased, it will show you a downside triangle. Okay, this is because it is showing a change in price. Okay, and in the first scroll you cannot see anything because there is no change in price. We haven't used any change in price, only the price we have displayed it here. Can see the category and the price. Okay, so you can also do like that. Okay, if you just go and select this, you can see that we have used the category, price and change. Here you can just see. Okay, I have used the category here. So the first one is category is moving up, second is the regular price, and the third one is what the change, how it is changing, whether it is a proper change, whether it is a good change, positive change, or the negative change. If it is a positive change, then it will show up a upside triangle. If it is a negative change, it will show up the downside triangle. Okay, so this is one, and the second one here also you can see the thing how they have changed the color is what, all this color change and all you can do it in the visual appeals itself. Okay, so you can see here what is the update interval, within how many seconds the updation should be reflected. Okay, and status indicator color, if you just make it true, then you can see the that is a change. It's, if it is a negative change, it will be showing up in a different color. If it is a positive change, it will show in a green color. Okay, even if you wanted to change the color, then you have to come here into the properties, you can change the colors as well. Okay, so this is what the scroller. So here, in order to show you that all the possibilities, if you want color, you can do it. If you don't want the background color, you can disable it. Okay, if you want to change the background color, then you can disable it. Okay, so how what are the various possible ways you can just to show up this particular scroller. That is why I have given a lot of possibilities in scrolling things to you. Okay, so this is the third custom visual which you can use it perfectly for your visualization. If you want to visualize it in a better way, then you can go ahead with the scroller. Okay, and the fourth one is what, animated bar chart. Okay, animated bar chart rates. So usually our bar chart in Power BI will be static one. Okay, you cannot make it as animation. If you want to make it as an animated one, then you can go ahead with a line chart, it will show up some animation. But anyhow, based on the changes in the dates, if you want to show the change in the dates, then it will be exciting if you just show up with the animated bar chart. Okay, it will show some animations. So for that, we can see the animated bar chart here. Okay, so this is the animated bar chart, how it exactly looks like. You have the data. If you wanted to show up, see, you can see that your year is running here. Okay, 2010, which is the leading which data is leading here. Okay, you can see that in 2013, what is the, which brand is higher. Okay, so you can see the complete data here. So this is a brand, what are the brand you have and what is the color of the brand. Okay, we have also given here the color. If you wanted to change the color in the visualization settings, that is also possible. Okay, and this is the year and value, and we have also using the dax color here. So if you want to change the color anywhere, that is fine. Okay, this is simply to understand. Got it? You can simply go here, click get more visuals, and you can select here animated. So if you select here, you can see animated bar race. Okay, animated bar race here, and you have various things. Okay, you have animated bar chart race. We are using animated bar chart race. You have animated bar race and you have bar race here. So why the we have these three things, but why I have chosen this, because here you can see that we have nearly 42 rating, and we have in that 42 we have 4 star rating here, but here we have only one rating, so I don't want to go with this. And here you can see that in the third one, animated sorry, bar race, you have only one rating, and that too only one star. Okay, so what might be the reason you have to choose the better rating? As usual, like how we choose it in while ordering a food or anything, no, it's like we will see the rating and stars. So I just used this animated bar chart rate. If you click on this, Jiva, am I audible?
Yes, Gomathi, well and
Yeah,
clear.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just on seeing this error message, no. I thought, okay, my net is not clear.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, so I can show this. Okay, let me try this in a different, in my thing. Okay, so I'll show it here. Okay, let us try to install it here and see whether it is showing properly. So we have to go with animated bar chart race. Yes. Okay, so here you can see that it's free, and the rating is good, and you can see that there is animation should that some animation will happen. Okay, so here the thing is, like, I don't have a proper data over here, that is why I have used a different data with a different bar. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, so no worries, I can just okay, fine, I'll show you, but the data will not be enough, but I just wanted to show you how it exactly working. So you can just add the animated bar chart. We have used it. It is asking for the name. Okay, so I'm just going to use the name called product. Okay, and then value, for that I can use the sales and the period, I can use the date. Okay, you can see here that the date is 1. Okay, if you go ahead with the day, uh, because then only it will show you a proper, so based on the day it will show the animation only 1. Okay, so if I have various dates, no, 1 2 3 4 multiple dates and years, then it will show a proper animation here. Since I have only 1 year, so it will not show up the clear. Okay, you can see here that, yeah, 2013, and for 2014 it shows only for 2 year. Okay, if you want to control this, fine, if you want to control this, you can go here and show up, like, it is by default it is showing a top 10. Okay, it is showing only top 10 sales which has happened. If you want to show only top 2, then you can change it here, then it will show you only top 2 product. That is top highest 2 which has the highest sales. If you want top 4, then it will change accordingly. Okay, and what is the duration? You can like what is the duration, within how many seconds, I think, which is how many milliseconds it has to show up. And autoplay, whether it has to play automatically or else you have to go and click something. Okay, so you can also select that here. By default it will be autoplay. Okay, it will automatically, it will play by itself. Other than that, if you want to hide the grid, if you want to hide the numbers, if you don't want to show up the numbers, if you want to hide the period, okay, then you can do it. So this is how this animated bar chart, if you have the data, relevant data, that is if you have a past 5 years of data, based on the quarters, if you wanted to show up in the past, like last year, what are the sales happened in the 4 quarters, and what is the expected, if you have the expected sales, forecasted sales, then that too is possible with this. This is what the animated bar chart here. Okay, so this is an that is this, usually I'll be using it for almost all the dashboards, because this will show up. If you reduce the duration, it will slowly scroll up. Okay, okay, I try to make it, okay, 500, I can make it 2000. You can see that it is scrolling very slowly, and you can see that Pashu is the product which is on the highest sales, right? So it is based on the product. If you want to show up in which year which product goes higher and which product goes very less, and you can see that one product. Okay, I'm just trying to make it as 4000. Okay, you can see that in the 2013 Velo is the product which is the top one, and in the 2014 the product is not at all there in the top list. Okay, so this is how you can easily show which product was highly, which was in a highest sale, and which product is not at all in the top product, as a top product in the recent years. Okay, all these things which you can easily show it with this particular animated bar chart. Okay, so finally I wanted to show up the another type of visual, that is the fifth one, which is, we can see, that is a play axis. Okay, so here yeah, play axis, here you can see this is a play axis which is like a dynamic changes. Okay, here you can see what is a play product. Okay, so here it's a free, and it is last updated almost I think many are updated very during the March 2022. Okay, you can see that play access is available here. Okay, I'm going to use this play access here, so that, 1 minute, so you can just simply move it, and I'm going to add the play access here, and in the play access I can add the product. Okay, so what is this? This is also like a slicer. Okay, so if I just click play in the slicer, you have to go and select everything, right? Specifically we have to go and select it. But in the play axis, if I just select play, what is happening, every the product is automatically selected. Okay, so I'm just disabling it. See, umbrella, everything is changing, and it is showing up that is a card. It is also changing the card according to the product. Okay, you can see that so what is the price. Okay, the sales emotion is also, actually it is trying to change, but immediately this play axis is playing, so that is why the sales emotion, you cannot see how it is changing properly. So you can go and change the animation settings here. Okay, you can make it how many milliseconds you want it. You can just change it to 5000 milliseconds, and if you want to loop it, you can make it loop it on. If you want to autoplay it, you can make it autoplay on. Okay, okay, um okay, so This is if you wanted to use if you wanted to make the slicer or a filtering option automatic, then instead of using the slicer, because since I'm using the slicer, everything is applying, so it is showing some, it is behaving differently, and I can also delete this. Okay, now if we just go and select this, okay, we have given 5000 milliseconds, so it is taking some time to change, I think. Fine, so here you can, okay, 10,000 milliseconds. Fine, so here you can see, and other than that, if you want to change the colors, all these options, so whenever you use any visuals, okay, I always suggest you to go and check what are the possible visual options you have and how you can make it better visual. Okay, so this is the play axis. If you want to make all the filters automatically happening, then you can use this play axis. So this will be useful along with this particular animated bar chart. Okay, so this play axis will be definitely useful here. If you just go ahead with the date, and if it should be like year, okay, and if you click here, it will automatically change. Anyhow, the animated bar chart will automatically change it, but anyhow, if you wanted to show something different, then you can use both the thing, so that you can it will work. Okay, so these are all the five that is top five custom visuals which I usually use it, and these visuals will definitely make your dashboards very exciting and very interactive to whenever you present it to anyone. No, this will be very very useful. um yes, so any questions?
No questions so far, Gomathi. I think we can
Oh,
continue if that's the end of the session, so we can stop.
yeah, actually I thought of covering five visuals, so I
Okay.
have
Yeah,
completed.
we
If
have still
any
more.
doubts,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we have 10 more minutes, right? So we can
Yeah.
wait for questions. If we have, we can address it.
Perfect. So far, no questions. If there's anything, I'll let you know.
Okay,
Sweet. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah. So that's all right. Yes. So I also share your social media profile to the audience, and if there's
Yeah,
any questions and doubt, probably they can reach out to you,
yeah,
and
sure.
hopefully you should be able to help in that one. And it was an amazing session. Again, this is first time I'm seeing those custom visuals. To be honest with
Oh,
you,
great.
and it's
Great,
quite helpful for me. I've made notes on some of those controls, which might go
great.
handy, especially those moving ones. And I really appreciate for the effort and the time that they are taken to prepare for this presentation and then share it with us. It's such a lively live demo, and it's quite helpful rather than just going through the series of presentations. Definitely, live demo makes it easier for someone who is
Thank you.
starting with, and really helped me as well. And thank you so much once again, for making your time for in the weekend and then sharing your knowledge to the community. And also thank you everyone for who joined in the live. And the video will be available after the live as well. If you want to go and refer, please feel free to go and refer. Thank you so much again, Gomathi, and
Thank
thank you
you.
everyone. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day. Thank you.
Have a
Take care.
great day. Bye
Bye.
bye.